brings her book Where Have I Gone to QVC, and international best-selling author Kathy Kelly rounds off the week. Catch them in the morning show all week, starting Monday. QVC is bringing you...
Well, he's not sitting beside me yet. He's actually just warming up his vocals. He's getting ready. He is, of course, the Hoff, and we're delighted to have him in the studio. You'll know him over many years, many talents he has. You'll know him from Baywatch, Knight Rider, and we have the launch of his brand new album today on QVC. It's called This Time Around. It's a lovely mix of romantic songs and Broadway numbers. There's even a composition from David himself, and he sings with his daughters on this album as well. It's £8.97. It's brand new today, obviously on QVC, and you've got your postage and packaging included in £8.97. So why queue up? Why not order it right now? Now, I'm very excited because he's sung everywhere from Broadway to the Berlin Wall, and now he's singing in Battersea, Someone Like You.
I peer through windows, watch life go by, dream of tomorrow and wonder why the past is holding me, keeping life at bay. I wander lost in yesterday, wanting to fly, but scared to try. But if someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing and I'd feel so alive if someone like you found me. So many secrets I'd like to share. All I have needed is someone there to help me see a world I've never seen before. I love to open every door to set me free so I can soar. If someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing and I'd feel so alive if someone like you found me. Found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing and I'd feel so alive if someone like you love me. Loved me. Loved me. loved me.
How lovely, lovely to see you. Now, we're delighted that you're in the studio for the launch of your brand new album. I was just wondering, you know, someone like you, the song that you've just chosen now, why did you pick that out of all the songs in the world? I know it's from Jekyll and Hyde, but why did you pick that to be
You
on the
know,
album?
because there's times in your life when you like walk down the street, and, you know, whether you're married or in a relationship or coming out of a bad relationship, and you see someone, and you walk by, and you walk by them, and you go 1, 2, 3, and you look back, and if they're looking back at you, you made that connection, and have you ever had that feeling where you, wow,
Yes.
I could have maybe spent my time with her. I could have shared my life with her, and you feel something
You
physical.
do, and you think, I wish I washed my hair this morning.
Yeah, but you want to tell them that. So it's like, if someone like you, and you, hey, met someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same, you know? And it's happened to me. It's happened to me recently, and you know, it's you have no control over it, and that's what love's about. You know,
You're an old romantic, aren't you? Which is why there are so many lovely romantic
That's
songs
what
on
the
album.
album's about, yeah.
Just wanted to give you the details of the album. We're going to go and sit down and have a little chat a little more. But this is great. This is released today. It's brand new. It's $8.97, including postage and packaging. You're going to love some of the tracks on there. It's 501-167, 501-167. You'll hear the ballads. You'll hear the tracks from the musicals. You'll love the songs from Jekyll and Hyde, of course. And we've got things like Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. We've got You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
Yeah.
There's so much on there, even one composed by yourself, which is great. You see all the tracks running through there. If I were you, I would make my order right now. I'd just pick up the phone, dial 0800 50 40 30. And even though he's got new love in his life, Piece of the Hoff could be yours. It must have been difficult to know which songs to choose for the album, because you've had, what, a dozen out before, haven't you?
I have. I've done a lot of work in Germany, and where they kind of embraced me in 1989 with a pop song called Looking for Freedom. And, you know, so I kind of went in that route. But this is the kind of music that I wanted to do since I was 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to go to Broadway. I never thought I'd be talking to a car or running in slow motion and hanging out with Pamela Anderson. But
I bet you don't. My husband said that man's the luckiest guy.
yeah,
in the
we
world.
had some good times.
Those Baywatch years, what, 10 or 11 years? Was that a very happy time for you?
11 years, most watched television show on the planet, believe it or not.
I
Guinness
can't
Book
believe
of
it was
World
in
Records.
140 countries, wasn't it?
But you know, I actually left Baywatch on the beaches of Hawaii to go to New York because I got the lead in Jekyll and Hyde, and it was something I wanted to do since I was 8 years old. I was 40. I said, wow, it took me 40 years to get here. I was 48 when I walked on that stage. And I've never looked back. And Frank Wildhorn wrote most of the music, and the music is kind of indigenous to this time around. This time around, I'm going to get it right. This time around, I'm going to make it mine.
No, you know, it's a very powerful title, actually, David, isn't it? It's a really and I'm not sure, looking at it, whether it's kind of completely positive for the things that are going to happen in the future, or a little bit kind of regretful, a little bit nostalgic for some of the things that have gone before. Which is it?
It's both. I mean, life is about life. You know, once you realize that life isn't fair, it's how well you deal with it. And you know, this time around is kind of like getting back up and saying, you know what? I know that I've made mistakes. I know where I can do better. And that's what life's about. It's a journey. It's a learning journey. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning from my kids. My kids give me so much strength, you know, and to get back to that innocence. And this record is really, every single song is about something that's happened in my life. Even the pop songs that I put on there, What I Did for Love, with some chorus line, my first show I did. I mean, you don't do it for money, you do it for love, you know?
Do you think of yourself these days as being primarily an actor or a singer? Which is it?
I'm primarily a dad. That's what keeps me paranoid most of the time, worrying about my kids. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
I can kind of like, you know, I say that I don't do anything well. I just look good doing it.
You're so cool.
Yeah, you know, that's what
so
actors
cool.
are. You know?
And you've got your show coming up on Friday.
Yes,
at the
Friday
Indigo
at
O2. haven't
Indigo
you?
O2, and we premiere all of these songs. It's kind of like all the songs I've done in West End and Broadway, and I did the producers. We do a little ode to Mel Brooks from the producers, and then we take the second half and we turn it into one big Hoff party. Because, I mean, when you go out to a Hoff party, people come dressed as me, it's pretty wild. So we have something in it for the entire family. But it really is an evening with that you would see on television.
That's fantastic. And one of the things that I've often admired about you is the fact that you like a joke, you like a laugh, you like to kind of take a little bit of the Michael out of yourself, don't you? Has that always been part of your nature or something you've learned?
You know, my father was always really funny. I mean, he was the most outgoing guy. We could have dinner with President Reagan, which we did, and we'd be on the bus talking to the bus driver on the way home. And, you know, we deal with a lot of respect. You know, I grew up in the South where you know, everything was equal, you know, in the 60s and the 70s. So, and in the theater, you know, you just kind of learn to love everybody and have a laugh at everything, because if you can't laugh at yourself, look at my hair.
Hey, but
yeah.
you started, but you were president of the choir at school, weren't you?
I was president of the choir. Yeah, there I was with Clinton. He goes, "You think Baywatch may ever be as big as it is?" I said, "I never thought the president of the United States would ever utter the two syllables Baywatch."
That's a fantastic one, but everybody knows it, don't they? And
yeah, Princess Diana, when I met her, she asked me for 2 autographs for, you know, Harry and William.
I often wonder, you know, I see you going strong, going from one thing to another. You are in your extremely late mid-30s by now, aren't you? A little bit like myself. Do you ever see yourself as being a pipe and slippers kind of guy? You ever going to kind of get off that?
A pipe and slippers kind of guy?
Are you going to get off the treadmill at any point?
No. And once you know, I'm on the Hoff train. The Hoff train is smoking. I may fall off that train, but I'll get back on. And it's right now we are. You know, we came from the Panto, which was Hoff the Hook. We broke all the attendance records in Bristol Hippodrome. We'll be back next year in Manchester. We're at the Indigo this Friday. We just came back from Australia. And, but I'm really excited about Friday because this is the first time I get to do my show. And the people there in the audience can come and sit down and ask me questions and say, well, I really wonder about this. And I'll tell you the truth. Instead of what's written about me, it comes from me. So it's kind of like, let's grill the Hoff. So the second half's going to be pretty wild.
Well, I'm sure that lots of people are looking forward to that already. Are there still any details, any tickets available for?
There are still tickets available, but we got to go fast because it's 1,600 seats, but it's a beautiful house. And we're actually filming it for television because all the money goes to the Prince of Wales charity to help disadvantaged children. So we're not making any money. We're just here to really show this music off because it's beautiful music.
David, I know you're going to sing for us again, which was lovely, the title track from the album. Right. I'm going to let you go and get in position. I just want to give people the details of the album, which you can get right now from QVC. It's launched today here, so we're very proud. It's called This Time Around. It's $8.97. It's fab. You'll love it. Postage and packaging is included, of course, in that price. You've got so many great songs in there. What I Did for Love, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, it's a cover of the Righteous Brothers, of course. Anything Can Happen, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. And David actually wrote More Than Words Can Say, which is a real tearjerker. I really loved listening to that one. Now, we're going to have a little listen to the title track from the album. It's called This Time Around. And here he is, all the way from Berlin Broadway, and now in Battersea, it's the Hoff.
This time around, I'll take the moment. This time around, I'll make it last. I've had my share of wasted moments, but this time around, I'm holding fast. This time around, I will be stronger than I've been before. I'll find the sky and soar this time around. This time around, I will be daring. I'm going where I've never been. This time around, luck will come knocking, and when she does, I'll let her in. This time around, no second places. I'm showing aces, I'll win. I'm gonna have it all this time around. Love, I'm gonna find you. Happiness, I'm right behind you. I've had my share of crying, but there's no denying I'm on my way. This time around, I'll taste the glory, and I'm not going down without a fight. This is my life, my own story, and this time around I'll get it right. This time around I'm gonna find it. Look out, world, watch me shine, shine. I'm gonna grab that big brass ring, and I'm gonna make it mine. This time around, I'm gonna make it mine.
You see, I'm lucky and hundreds of thousands of people may have seen you at the Berlin Wall, but I've been standing this close to you, and that sounds great. So if any of you were saying, yeah, he's the half, I've seen him on the telly, I've seen him all these different programmes, but can he sing? Well, now you know he really can. If you'd like to get the album, you can do that very easily by picking up the phone, dialing 0800 50 40 30. Do it right now, don't miss out, and you will have this delivered to your door in between 3 and 5 working days' time. And I'm not sure which is going to be your favourite track, but there are plenty to choose from. Which is your actual favourite?
My favorite, I think, is This Time Around, because it really is inspirational to me.
Yeah.
And also Someone Like You, because
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful song. But every single song on there has meaning to me. And no matter what mood I'm in, if I will play this music, I feel better.
Yeah, I think you'll find that as well, David. Thank you very much. Good luck on Friday night at the Indigo O2. We'll see you in a few moments' time, but I'm going to see if I'm getting to sign this. Do you think you will?
Absolutely.